Hello. So I'm going to be telling you how to um kind of like convert in a way a VRM file to a VRChat adapter. So I'm gonna get like straight to it. All right. It's gonna run a little overlay right here, by the way. Sorry about that. Anyway. So first thing you want to do, I assume you already have a model. So, but if you don't, create one by going over here. But I already have my own premium model right here. I also have its VRM right here. You can find it. I also have its VRM right here. So, once it's loaded and let's say you have your model done, you want to click this little button up here, click it, and then click Export as VRM. This might not respond for a moment, but give it a second, but that's normal. It's gonna take a moment. So make sure to be patient while this is ongoing, because this might take a while. And now it's done, you just want to click the export button, and then you have to go through this. Don't worry about the avatar personality and stuff unless like using it for like a full-on like VTuber avatar as well. But other than that, just write something random for title and creator, and then you can like export. Or you can rename it right here if you want. So for example, what I did is I just kind of like did this, and then you just want to click save, not cancel. And once you have export your model, you don't want to do anything fancy like go into Blender. Actually, there is a UD add-on that makes it so much more easier to do. I will link that in the description for you to get. But and also if you want to enable balance, I'll also link something out down below that will allow you to enable them in the avatar if you also convert them. Remember though, if you do that, I recommend using the same tool. I recommend removing them if you also want quest compatibility and you're like not gonna like update the avatar or anything, like we're gonna live anymore toggles, like it's just gonna be like all like that for the rest of history. Then I don't recommend doing it in the same project. But I'm not really gonna ever edit it, so I'm just gonna remove them when I'm done. But if you do want to edit it like ever, PC and Quest, I recommend having two separate projects for each version and pasting the blueprint ID, of course, into the descriptor. So I'm gonna open UniHub now. And now that I'm in here, I'm gonna click new, and I'm gonna rename this to whatever you want. I'm just gonna name it ETV2 VRC, and then I'm gonna click create. This might take you a moment, but don't worry about that. It's just like that. It's gonna do all this stuff. By the way, I recommend putting all your plugins for Unity and stuff into a certain folder like I have. Sorry, folder. I recommend just putting them in there, and you'll be pretty much set. Sorry for opening this again. Also, sorry if you can hear my PC fan in the background. I have to use my phone microphone for this, and my phone webcam too. Because I'm bored, and it's just something I do in my free time. Please consider liking and subscribing if this does end up helping you. And yeah. And now that we're in Unity, assuming you have downloaded the plugins and such, you're going to want to click Import Package, Custom Package, and now I'm going to find the folder I have these in, which I have named VRC Essentials, which is right here. Open, and the VRM converter is going to be right here, but I usually put the SDK in first because you'll usually get an error message if you import the converter first. It doesn't really change anything though, which is a little bit annoying to see. Also, I don't think that you can like stop like the VRoid models like nails from coming out because like I once had a model and like the nails like clipped out of the hand glove texture. So I don't think you can get rid of those. So just be aware of that if your model is like gloved on, it might end up like that. I'm not sure though. By the way, the simulator does come with its custom VRoid shader. So if you're on PC, you'll see that shader. Of course, I'll also link a different shader if you don't want that in the description. If you don't really like the shader, then I will just give you a different one that might work with it. I'm not really sure if it works with it, but Thea, a much more experienced YouTuber, has recommended it. It's called Boyumi's Tune Shader. Again, I'll link it. And now they have the VRChat SDK. You just want to like log in to your VRChat account right here. Oh, another thing. Once you switch your build target to Android, it might log you out, but don't worry about that. That just happens. All you gotta do is like you just like hover your mouse over it again, and it should work. And now if you hover to Builder tab, it's gonna say this. That's because we don't actually have anything in the project yet. Don't go make a avatar descriptor yet. That's gonna come with a part of the converter. So we're gonna click this right here. Also, something that happens to me a little bit is this usually like uninstalls itself, like right after you import it. That's because it's an installer. See, give it a second. It's gonna just delete itself real quick. Gotta give it a moment. Yep. See, installer deleted. And now when we go to import it again, I can go to it. Oh, yeah, it's gonna say this as well. If it doesn't end up doing itself. Skip a little bit forward if it didn't. It didn't for my first time, so if it does, just import it again and it should work. Also, always make sure to look out for this message down here before you import it again, because if it's not there, then it's probably going to say that it's already in, but it's going to import everything else now, and its own custom shader is called VRM It's the shader that is used in VRoid. And now you can see you have these your unedited tools and VRM0. You're going to want to click VRM0. You're going to want to click import from VRM, and then you're going to locate wherever your VRM file is, and you're going to double click. It's going to save the prefab. Give it a second. And now, if we drag it onto the scene, we now have our model. Well, this is not the end of it, of course. This is a prefab. And now, we should see our model right here. Oh, and we'll have to add something in. So, the tools for dynamic bones are called pumpkins avatar tools. And these allow you to enable and disable dynamic bones and such like that. You know, stuff like that. It's going to require you to select it though. So, yeah, dynamic bones are not found yet, I believe. So, you're going to want to select your prefab right here. By clicking on it, and you want VRM0. You're going to want to click duplicate and convert for VRChat. Do not click for request. If you're like getting a VRM file from like VRoid Hub, this might not work out very well for you because some avatars that use like custom textures might not work very well with the for request option because it merges every single texture together. I believe it does kind of work for like regular ones though, but that doesn't mean you should click it because like request compatibility, like you're still going to need to like make some things like not be there. So if you're on Quest, just beware. It's not going to be the highest quality. But on PC, I can assure you it will be there. And for PC, swaying objects, just keep these here. And if you're not going to like add dynamic bones anyways, it's fine. You can leave these unchanged regardless. and then you want to click duplicate and convert. It's gonna ask you to give a file name, and it's gonna, yeah. You don't have to really rename it, and yeah, it's gonna make 2 extra folders. Oh, by the way, you're gonna have to fully like, if you're for quest optimization, you're gonna have to like fully like optimize like every single material in like both of these. So like it's just like the same model like materials like times 2. I don't know why Uni hasn't like put in the feature for like materials on like stuff like these, to, like be able to like make them like multiple. But please just like don't like go do that real quick, because there's a few things you're gonna have to keep noting if you're like doing this for quest optimization. But if you don't really want like quest compatibility, then I recommend, and you're like sorry, and if you're like on PC, I recommend like using Pumpkin's avatar tools. Doing this, you want to click avatar tools. You want to click uh you want to click this right here. It's gonna actually select game object. You're just going to click this, and you're gonna want to select this one. Selected. Surprisingly, mine doesn't have it dynamic clones, oddly, which I thought it did, which is kind of weird. But usually you will be able to like see it has the dynamic clones, but oddly it does not, which is very strange. Sorry, I'm a little bit tired. Let me see what this one right here does. This one does not either. I don't think it converted it properly. Oh well. Well, still though, are you still gonna have your model in the end? But if it has long hair, it might little like by a little bit like kind of like make you like feel like it's not a little bit right, but um still try and use pumpkin avatar tools. I don't really know what happened there, but now you're gonna see this in the builder tab. This is everything you need. Usually, I will click on this right here, which is the actual model, and you're gonna see what it required. I will go. This automatically positions itself. So if I click edit, it's gonna start glitching out. So I'm gonna like, so now we kind of have to get a little bit luckier. You're gonna want to have to like keep kind of like clicking around. Oh, actually, I didn't use. Yeah, there we go. And then you're gonna see these like 2 moved objects here, and your viewpoint is this little gray ball right here. What I usually like to do is it's like to move it a little bit closer, because I think it's like a little bit too closer to that. So what I like to do is I just like to take it, this little orb thing, and I like to kind of like position it like kind of like right around the middle, and like just like in like out like closer range. You can decide where you want it to be, because the little ball is your viewpoint, and this one down here allows you to like move that around. Oh, also something I glimpsed over. I am so sorry. In VRoid Studio, I recommend for your avatar image, which I will also show you how to do around the publishing part. I recommend like pressing this right here, this little camera icon, and what this will allow you to do is it will allow you to adjust the character's expressions, such as like this, and also you can import your own background image or just color, and also post processing, stuff like that. So for example, x-axis, y-axis, z-axis, stuff like that, and then also lighting, which you can color to be anything you want, and of course puts an animation and abundantly posing, which will allow you to kind of like pose it on your own way. For example, here's just a little bit of pose I just made in one. That's a little bit of an example. Yeah, so you can just kind of like make your own little poses. The That's something I completely recommend for an avatar image. And then once you're done, before you click the little camera icon down there, I recommend going to picture expression and turning off blink so you don't mess up the image. And then clicking this, and you can name the PNG to whatever you want. And then I'll come back up later. Now that we have that, let's switch back to Unity. And let's just go back down. And we're going to click Build and Publish for Windows. We will get to Quest publishing in a moment. So now that we've done this, we're going to have to give it a second. It's going to like comply everything together for the avatar. This also takes a moment. And if your like model goes like blue or like a black or like a strange color, don't worry about that. That happens like often. It doesn't mean like your model's glitched or anything. It just happens. So don't like panic if that happens. So yeah, it's gonna like do all of this. It's pretty much complying everything together. I might as well talk a little bit here. So if you're being like curious why like custom shaders aren't like available in avatars, but they are in like worlds, I think the answer is pretty obvious. It's because like on Quest, it's more easy to crash because it runs on an Android operating system, the same as some phones. Not similar to iOS, which is Apple's own operating system. They are completely different. And because it runs off Android, it's the same thing a mobile phone runs off of, so of course it's gonna have its limitations. So yeah, it can be easily crashed. Anyway, here is this. You're gonna see the avatar's T-posing right there. Now we're gonna go back to the scene real quick. This is where the avatar image comes in. I prefer doing a cube right here, but now we're just gonna like move over, and we're just gonna like move it up a little bit. We're gonna scale it a little bit down, and we're just gonna scale it up a little bit. And now that we have that, I'm going to go into my file explorer, and I'm going to find my avatar image, wherever it is. This is mine right here. And then I have it, I'm going to drag it in, and then I am going to drag it onto the cube. And now that you see this, balance it all you want. Move my SDK real quick, and I recommend setting a shader in VRChat mobile and to inlet. That way, it's fully lit up. And now you're going to want to click your VRC cam. Select on move, and you're going to want to move it over. And this is where some people actually like make their icons, their avatars. Don't worry about like this showing up at all. Anything that's like in like anything that's like put in the like process of like the model being uploaded gets discarded anyway. So like once like we're done like uploading this here, like naming and stuff, this queue will be gone, but this image will still be here. So now you just don't want to name it and stuff. Name it whatever you like, of course. I'm sharing is public or private, whichever you like. I'm gonna keep mine private. And then just select upload. Now it's gonna do all of this. And now PC users, you can now click on the video because once this is done, you will be able to go to the VRChat website, or just go in it completely. Just go here. And now it's doing all of this. You can just click avatars, my avatars, and you will see it'll probably pop up around here somewhere. And now if I probably refresh the page, it might take a moment to pop up, but if it isn't showing up, then just go to your content manager, and now you can see everything you've ever published here, and see it's right. The thing I just published is right here. And now that we have that right there, again, PC users can now click on the video. Sorry about that. I already gave you notes. A little bit weird. Okay. So now we just want to switch to the Android, and now again this is gonna do everything. Such don't worry about like if you enable the dynamic bones, just go into Pumpkin and like once it's like done doing this, you just want to like disable it. Like throw, you just want to like click remove it or something in there, and like it'll remove it all. But now once this is all done, what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to like around here, you're gonna want to like click around for like folders, and make sure it's materials, and you can like change the shader and not the sorry, and not the textures. There are prefab textures and the model textures. You're going to have to change both for optimization. See the model blue there? Don't worry about that. That happens a lot. And as you can see, I have been logged out. You might see some little issues down here. Ignore them. That is completely normal. And in the builder, if you see like an option to like autofix a few things, don't worry about it. And see, if I just have my mouse over, it's fixed. You're probably now you're gonna see this. This is the big issue. On the model, there are custom shaders, which are the VRM shaders. Now, what we need to do is we need to see these are the VRChat models themselves shaders. What I usually do is I use Toonlit. However, though, do not click up the video yet and like go do all these. There's something you should probably do. So, for things like these, it's gonna like background's gonna go all black, and we'll zoom in, and if you can see it, you'd probably notice it's like kind of like black around. Yeah, you can kind of see it there. The same if I do for the eye iris. You can see now black around it. Now this keeps happening to a lot of things. So now, for example, that, etc. It's gonna look a little bit different on a quest, but it's the highest quality you can really get once you find a workaround. Now eyebrows are a main issue. Even if we enable even if we like enable alpha age transparency, which usually remove that black from it, it still doesn't look acceptable. So what I usually do is I turn it into a particle shader, which is additive. You're gonna see it's still there, but no, that's actually not it. That's just because if you can actually look really closely, you can see that there is like a more like yellowish tone of skin, and then like the regular skin you see, and they're fighting too. That's because of the prefab and like that like around right next to each other. In the eyeliner, this is a big issue. So the eyeliner usually looks like this. I think like that like orange thing around there is the eyelids that are removing that from the model. And other than that, everything should work perfectly fine. But I will make a workaround for this, and you'll see it in a moment. So once you're done doing all of this, just do all this, and of course just do the same for the prefab too. Just get this done really quickly. Alright, what you want to do is usually on the bottom, but yeah, you can see there are textures. These are applied to both of these. So you're going to see the eyeliner texture right here. Very transparency. Now when you do that, you're gonna notice it looks like a little bit ugly because like you can like clearly see it, but it's still really good quality for VRoid. So I'm not really complaining myself, you know. For anything that doesn't look right, I recommend enabling alpha age transparency, and it should fix it. But if it doesn't, and if it just looks better with it on, then just keep it on. it is your preference. You're gonna probably like end up seeing like kind of like blackish lines around stuff though. So turn it on if you do. I do this for the iris as well, and these right here. It still looks a little bit the same, but it looks a little bit better. And now we're going to find this one right here, which is the prefab. These are the prefab materials. The last time we tried to remove the prefab entirely, it's just kind of like the whole model was not textured, so we can't really do that unless someone finds a workaround. We can't. Something I like to do actually with parts of the eye, I like to make it glow in the dark. So to do that, you have to enable emission, and yeah, that pretty much lets it glow in the dark. So just for the eyes and stuff, do standard light and emission, and also with the emission color, you can change. I think what it looks like in the dark, and then the color itself you can. Actually, no, that's the texture, and yeah, the color itself can be changed too. As you can see right here, I believe. All right, and now that we've done that, just go back real quick. We are now back. Okay, and you pretty much just repeat everything you did for the last one. So it's pretty much like toonlet, 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 particle additive, and then that's about it. So I'm gonna do that real quick, and I'm gonna upload it. And yeah, just do your own thing if you've already done this by now. I'm just gonna keep it going. Also, if it like says like there's still like some remaining, give it a second. But if the thing doesn't go away, double check both folders to see if you missed anything. I might have missed something, so yeah. It might like seem like easy to not like oversight anything, but like it actually is randomized. So I am not. All right. You don't have to autofix this, by the way. It still works perfectly fine. Now that we've done this, um, we don't have to do the whole hassle of like getting the image in now because it's already uploaded there now. So now we just pretty much repeat the same process, except we don't have to upload them. So there, and then we just click this and upload. And now we should see if we could find it. That, well, pretty much. It should be uploaded by now. A little more avatar so I can see all my past ones, the really bad ones. And now it's uploaded. I'm gonna go into VRChat now. I have a modded client, so give me a second. I might be a little bit like laggy because I have so much tabs open and I'm recording at the same time. So sorry if it's low quality. It was my bad. So now it's gonna start everything up if you have modded client and stuff. It usually takes like this long for it to load up. Also, a request for people. Please don't go around like recording people with modded clients. Most of the time, all we do. Oh my god, that was a drop in frames. Most of the time, all we do with our modded clients is just kind of mess around with them. We don't really like hack or anything much. Just kind of a little bit of modification in there. I'm surprised that my friends can make that even go that below in VRChat. Oh, now I'm regaining frames. Oh, well, I'm not. Okay, no, I am. All right. All right, and here we go. I'm surprised I haven't thought of getting it wrong. Let's check yes. All right, now we can change our avatar. and you should see it right here. And now you have your avatar uploaded and everything, Visines and everything. This will also come with this a little bit of face mood. You can change your mood. I recommend leaving it in between. Of course, this also has hand gestures on the right hand, and if you wanted to, you could like customize the folders, like have your own custom ones. But yeah, that is about it for now. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate this. You guys mean a lot to me. Uh, so anyways, thank you. Sorry for my little frame rate here, and I will be taking my leave. All right. Thank you.